and welcome along to another Sheer Smokes. And you join us today here in Culross, just outside Tankard in Fife. I've got my good friend Mark with me. He's cameraman for today. So yeah, we're here in Culross, and behind me is Culross Palace. Now, interestingly, it's not actually a palace. There's nothing royal about it. It was actually a merchant's house. And some shearer fun facts for you about the palace. So this was built late 16th, early 17th century, and it belonged to Sir George Bruce, who was a merchant of Culross. He had interests in coal mining, salt mining, and shipping, which is perfect as Culross is actually based just on the Firth of Forth. James VI actually came to visit here in 1617 and stayed at the merchant's house. And the merchant himself, Sir George Bruce, is buried in the Abbey, which is where we're going to be visiting next. Now, the building behind me, as I said, the merchant's house, was actually used in the series Outlander, and I believe it was used in the episode where there was a great clan meeting. Quite a few locations in Culross have been used in films and TV. Kidnapped was filmed here in '71, the remake of 39 Steps in 2008, and if there's any Avenger fans watching, Captain USA, the first Avenger, filmed here in 2011. So yeah, that's Culross Palace, and we're going to head up the cobbled streets up to the Abbey, and that's where I'm planning to have my pipe. Mark's going to have a cigar, and I'll take some shots on the way up and hopefully find something interesting. So until the Abbey, we'll see you soon. Hi, and welcome back, and we've made it up to the Culross Abbey. I meant to mention at the top of the video that Culross is spelled C-U-L-R-O-S-S, but pronounced Culross, as in C-O-O, Ross. The Abbey was founded by the Earl of Fife around about 1217, 1218, and they believe it was used as a daughter house of the Cistercian monastery at Culross, and I believe Saint Mungo came here at some point in his life. Culross itself was actually founded by Saint Cerf way back in the day. On the way up to the Abbey, stopped off at the townhouse, and this is a picture here. Now, the townhouse has a bit of a macabre history, as it was used to hold known witches, and they were held there and tried before execution. And there's quite a nice little exhibition going on that gives you a bit more history within the townhouse, and also some of the shots that were used in the series Outlander. So where I'm filming now in the Abbey is actually part of the Lay Brothers refectory. We're in the top floor of what would have been the refectory. The bottom floor was used as the kitchen and probably the main entrance into what would have been possibly the courtyard and then into the dining hall. The part that I'm in now, they believe was part of the Lay Brothers dormitory. So I'm going to just get my pipe ready, And while I do that, you can have a little tour around and enjoy some of the Abbey ruins. Hi, and welcome back. And that's Culross Abbey. At the back of the ruins, you would have seen the other part of the Abbey, which is now, of course, Church of Scotland, which became Church of Scotland after the Reformation. It is actually a working church, so you can attend services. I think it would be a stunning backdrop for any wedding pictures. Mark and I come here quite often. We usually meet up before going to work, which is what we're doing today. And we usually come up here to the refectory and enjoy a cigar and a catch up. And we've been here in all seasons, rain, snow, and today it's glorious sunshine, which is perfect. So if you're ever in the Fife area or coming to Scotland in general for a visit, then definitely have this on your bucket list to visit. It really is quite stunning, especially the village. It's definitely postcard material. So that leads me on to this rather stunning pipe, which is the Peterson Rustic Tankard. I just love the shape of this bowl and the kind of rough finish, and the stem's really nice as well. Yeah, it's just a great looking pipe. And in the bowl, I've gone for Dan's Tobacco Salty Dogs, which was given to me by a good friend, Smoky Dan, in a sample. He actually gave me quite a few samples, which I shall spread out over the next few episodes. But the Salty Dogs is a very apt choice, as it's a traditional naval plug, and with Culross having its connections with the shipping trade, I think I've definitely made the right choice. So as we know, the plug tobacco is a heavy press tobacco, and this is my first time actually trying the plug, and I had to do a bit of research as I was unsure in how to actually prepare the tobacco before smoking. And in my research, I found several ways in how to do this, ranging from one guy used a cigar cutter to shave off the four corners, which was quite interesting. Another method was to slice it into a rather a thicker slice, almost like a flake, and then to use the folding method. And that's one I've never tried as yet. I went for the more, or slightly easier method of a thin slice, then rubbing it out before packing the bowl, which for me seems to have worked quite well. Now the salted dogs, it's a Virginia Perique blend with a rum topping. The initial aroma when it came out the pouch, that sweetness came through right away. Didn't get too much of the rum, but there is a slight fruity essence as well going on, almost like a stewed fruits, like a cooked fruits, where the sugars have been cooked out, which is really, really nice. Flavour-wise, it's quite an interesting tobacco, especially to me. Some really nice smoke. Again, there is that sweetness that comes through. Haven't quite detected the rum as yet, but that sweetness and the fruitiness is enough for me to make it a winner. And interesting, at the back of the smoke, there's almost a kind of woody earthiness effect coming through, which is really interesting because as a cigar smoker, I pick that up quite a bit in cigars as well. Especially Cubans are quite earthy, some Nicaraguans as well. So yeah, so this tobacco is is spot on for me. Yeah, so a big thank you to Dan for sending that out to me. So yeah, so that's been our visit to Culross today. I hope you've enjoyed. Some stunning scenery. As I said, the village itself is really worth a visit, as there's lots of interesting history. And yeah, some great picturesque houses and cobble streets, etc. So yeah, definitely worth a visit. So I hope you've enjoyed. Thanks again for tuning in, and until next time, my name's Shearer. Enjoy your smokes.